Either your ass is tuned in or either your ass is tuned out. Either way, if you're not tuned in, then you a bitch. Welcome to the Ktown Cowboys podcast.
Yes, here, guys. What do you think? Has potential?
I don't know because I'm too much in a good mood, so I don't know if I'm just gonna be sitting here just happy. I'm like, that's a good idea, Danny. Shane, I agree with you.
No, there's
hey,
no,
listener that
there's no
called
conflicting
in.
opinions.
Thanks for your question. Yeah, I have a good feng shui.
Not bad.
Feng shui.
Feng shui. Feng shui.
I got a good fei long.
Feng shui.
I got a good fei long.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ktown Cowboys podcast. Today, we're trying something new.
Wow.
We are actually filming, so hopefully, if you want to see what the fuck we look like while we're doing this.
Cheers if you have a beer. If you got some trees, smoke up, blaze up.
You got some
Cheers.
strawberries.
I got some
Cheers if you got some targi.
Strawberries.
Cheers, man. Cheers to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Cheers, cheers. Woo! Sunday night.
So we are at new locations for the Ktown Cowboys podcast.
We've been stepping it up every we went from East Los, East LA. Then we had K-Town. Now we are downtown.
Now we're downtown.
This, by the way, your place is very grown up.
Yeah.
You have grown up furniture.
Yeah, that's all my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She buys everything. I put it together. Have you ever put together something like this? This thing behind us right now, I put this together. It's called an armoire. It just came in, like, you know it's a bad sign when the UPS guy comes in, he shows up at the door, oh, I have a package for you, but he has nothing in his hands.
Right.
Where is it? It's like, oh, it's downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck? It's on its own pallet. It's like 8 feet long. And to bring each...
Did he dolly it in?
No, you can't. You can't dolly. I had to bring each piece up one by one. There's 6 pieces. They're this high, each one of them.
Oh, shoot.
And to bring them up, and it did take me a while, yeah.
How long did it take you to do?
I mean, it was sitting there for a while, and I was like, one day I started fuck it, I'm going to build it. You just to do it, and now it's built.
It feels like an accomplishment, though, right?
It does.
How many times did you lose your mind? Like you're like, I don't have the right bolts, or
There were some times where I'm like, fuck, it's too overwhelming. It's not gonna come out right, and it was very slanted to the right.
Oh shoot!
So we fixed it by nailing it. When you build something with someone else, it's a test of the relationship. Especially when that person is your girlfriend,
So how many?
I did snap at her a few times, and I'm sorry.
Disagreements did you guys have?
She was right in the end. To make it straight, you have to nail, because there's a big back piece, and you have to nail it.
You're
all
kind of
together.
stubborn.
I'm very stubborn.
You're one of those.
I'm very stubborn.
Wait, are you
very
saying
stubborn.
that because the door's open and she can hear you, or are you
Not at all.
fully admitting to you?
Hey, I can
snapping
admit.
for no
I can
reason?
admit. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
We're emotional. We're actors. We're just emotional people. You don't feel that way?
I do.
Yeah.
I totally get that way.
Yeah. You feel more emotional than the average person, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a
Really?
I'm sensitive chick. A bit. I'm sensitive. Period. I'm just sensitive. Yeah. I didn't realize how sensitive I am, but I'm very sensitive. I'd like to call it anger, but that's just a masculine way of saying you're sensitive.
Oh my God!
But putting stuff together makes you feel like a man.
It does.
Yeah, doing things I finally realized blue collar shit makes you feel like Tim the Two-Man Taylor. When my car got fucked up and all I did was change the battery. Something about getting your hands dirty and shit like that, and getting greasy, and going to the bathroom to wash your hands and having a mark across your face that came from grease.
Oh yeah, you just leave it there all day.
You just feel like, oh shit, what? It felt good.
And your throat is very gargly. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Danny, you hot? Dude, all these lights on you.
know, dude,
He's sweating right now, dude.
Oh shit.
It is pretty hot though.
I don't know how this is gonna affect the podcast because your energy in this place is very peaceful and got a good feng shui.
Oh, you learned that word. Did you look it up?
Yeah, because you guys laughed when I said it before the camera started rolling. I said feng shui, fei long, and you motherfuckers started laughing. Feng shui is really good in here.
It is.
So, because Danny's place, I walked in, I said, fuck! I had a lot to talk about. I had a lot of angst in
we
me.
should record one, though, in your living room just to give people an idea of, where we were at.
Where we're at.
How dirty it was?
No,
Where
but
it is.
it feels homely.
All right, so we did get an email this week.
Yes, we did.
Just one. Just one. Email us, ktowncowboys@gmail.com.
It was a long one.
It was a long one. Hey, Cowboys, love the show. This is from Daniel Han. I've been noticing you guys have been talking about the lack of Asian representation in Hollywood. I've been thinking a lot about the subject and would like to throw you another argument. A lot of this stuff, I don't know. He just says this, but I like when he gets to this. But just because actors like Lee Byung-hun are out here getting tons of pussy doesn't necessarily mean I need to get... I would get a ton of pussy by proxy because I look somewhat similar to him. There's no such thing as trickle-down pussy, really. This is probably a bad argument because I equate everything to getting pussy.
Well,
yeah.
You can get trickle-down pussy. I mean, there's people that pretend to be Psy and travel all over the world.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know what I mean?
And is he done talking or?
Well, I mean, he says we have to realize that no one in Hollywood is obligated to put Asians on TV. Most Asian Americans are risk averse anyway and don't want to work as an entertainer because they know it's hard to make steady money in it. I think the current state of Hollywood requires Asian Americans to really dig deep and question themselves as to what kind of stories should be told and the reason why. That's why I thought your story was a success as a narrative because it came from a genuine place. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. Keep up the great work.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I agree in the sense that yes, I think. Look, like if we're talking about like percentage of Asians in this country and how that correlates to percentage of them working on TV, right? I mean, it might be fair, you know, but I like I said, it's at, and I think this was I'm name dropping, but when we did that NPR interview for Ktown Cowboys, and then like it was like I wouldn't mind doing like a Ching Chongy accent if there were other options, if there were many other roles and options for Asians to do, you know. To act. But if the majority of it's kind of in the same vein of being Ching Chongy, then that's when we have a problem with it. With that being said, would I stop being Ching Chongy? No. I mean, I've done it in a commercial because I was like, yo, I need to eat. You know what I mean? Like, to me, the idea of like, I'm not, and that's the thing is that I'm not the guy that's going to be like, oh, like, unless it's like blatantly like this is going to fuck my people up, I'm gonna take those roles unless they're blatantly bad, like, you know what I mean. But you know, I mean, I was watching this Bruce Lee documentary before I got here.
Finishing the game?
No, a real documentary.
A real documentary.
Yeah. No, like it. Finishing the game is the Justin Lin movie.
Yeah, it's a mockumentary.
Right?
Mockumentary. Right?
Yeah,
mockumentary.
Yeah, but this one was like, you know, it went into, if you think about it, Bruce Lee, all his enemies in all his movies were foreigners. You know what I mean? Like,
so deep.
It was always about like, yo, the Chinese people getting fucked up, like and the one where they're in Thailand and they're fucked up by the Thai bosses.
They had to fight the center of the Los Angeles Lakers. Like all of a sudden, he knew how to do karate and martial arts.
Yeah, so
that was Thailand. What was that? The guy with the claw?
Chinese Connection? No, that's Enter the Dragon.
That's the one when the bad guy had that claw.
Yeah.
All right.
That's where the iconic.
That's not Thailand.
From, you know?
That wasn't Thailand.
No.
So what was that ethnicity? Was that?
I don't know.
I don't know actually.
Yeah.
So he was clawing knees.
But he was fighting the white dude, Bob Wall, with the scar in his face.
Yeah. That's right.
You know what I mean? Anyway, he was very like pro, like to show the world like, yo, Chinese people are the shit.
I tell people all the time, he's the last alpha male that we've had.
But you know,
in my opinion,
it was interesting is that like I was watching like Bruce Lee fight footage. I mean, not fight footage, but like scene compilations or fight scenes, right? And it was interesting is because the way he was portrayed was this like intense, like it wasn't flying in the air type of shit. You know what I mean? It was just this like wah! And there was a weird like charisma about him. You know what I mean? Like that you don't see in movies anymore, right? Yeah. And so like in that regard, I was like, oh, that's why it's not like he was spectacular in terms of the martial arts.
He was his intensity and his passion. Like when he did an interview, what's that famous interview when he's talking to the guy and the guy keeps on talking and Bruce just kind of just cuts him off. She's like, listen. And then the pebble, the water,
that was a screen test.
That was a screen test.
Yeah.
That's a screen test. And he was just, and That and this is what 60s, right?
Yeah.
Probably the 60s. This motherfucker's talking, and you're just like engaged. The host is engaged. Everyone that's watching is engaged because he's so intense. Everything he did was intense.
No,
because
because he like I say, I think to me, like superstars, whether or not you're talented or not, you pop.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? There's something about really famous people that just pop. You know what I mean? And no matter how like skilled you are, if you don't pop, then you're not gonna be this like top of the world motherfucker, right? And so like when I see people that like for example, like the rappers these days, I don't think any of them really pop to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
How about Kendrick?
Kendrick he pops. You know what I mean?
We spoke about this a long time ago.
Yeah.
We talk about this X factor that
The X factor.
The X factor. Like, because look, there's plenty of people that's going to be out there that have talent, right?
Yeah.
But what's the X factor that make them interesting? People were like, I'm intrigued by this guy.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of people I've met in the past. I'm like, this guy's so talented, but it's not. I don't know. It's just not. It doesn't have that X. And the X factor is that's just that variable that we just can't explain. That we just know is that's a star right there.
Like that's how I feel about Tupac. I didn't necessarily think he was the greatest lyricist or the greatest rapper
Pac
or
was
whatever.
a star. Yeah, he was an icon.
But he fucking popped, and I think that's the reason why that he got to the next level. I mean, on top of that, the death and the beef and all that shit, helped with the fame, right? But same with Biggie. You know what I mean? I think he popped. There was a persona about him that was beyond just his skill of being a good lyricist. You know what I mean? I think that's something that I haven't seen in Asian American actors yet, or like entertainment. I haven't seen motherfuckers like to me where like blatantly I go, this fool pops. Now that's myself included. You know what I mean? What I'm
You don't
saying,
think you pop?
No.
Oh.
No, only
The last person that popped was Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie Chan popped, but he wasn't a. He had to be Jackie Chan. You know what I'm saying? He was Jackie. He was a clown. He was he created. Jet Li pops a little bit. There's something about Jet Li that pops a little bit, but he's not Bruce Lee pop.
But he popped in. But see, the thing is, I think what happened was Jet Li. Maybe he pops in like China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know what the thing about Bruce is that he went to school here, like he went to college here and stuff like that.
Right.
So
he's a quarter Dutch, I think, something like that, right?
Jet Li?
No, Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
Yeah,
Bruce is a quarter Dutch?
Bruce has
Bruce?
Bruce has
Bruce.
some I think Dutch or something like that in it. But anyway,
Yo, look at this fake yangpa though.
I know. I was like, yo, this
It's
is
like thick
imitation.
cuts.
These are Funyuns, man.
I think. Do you think anyone today pops like that?
Asian wise?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
No, I don't
Remember,
think.
pop is not something that you have to think about. Pop
Yeah.
is something that, without a question, you're like, oh, this.
Manny Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao's story pops. His whole background pops. His talent pops. But
Yeah, but his interviews suck.
that's what I'm saying,
Like, you know
like-
what I mean? Like, just hanging out with him, like, I mean, not that I hung out with him, but then when you see footage of like when it comes to like the HBO, what is it, the Fight 24/7 or whatever.
Yeah.
Mayweather is so much entertaining, even though I can't stand him for being like this like cocky dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he definitely pops.
Yeah.
What about Jay Park? I think Jay Park pops a lot.
Maybe in Korea.
Here too.
I don't know. I don't know. And see, that's the thing is, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this in terms of this, like,
How the general public perceives a certain
No,
person.
you do. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like you ever walk into a room and you meet someone and you just you don't know what the fuck it is, but everything about them, the whole package, it could be their looks, their delivery, they don't even have to say. They can say like 2 words.
Yeah.
But somehow. You're that feng shui. Since we're talking about that, there's an energy drawn to. You're kind of like
He
attracted.
says 2 words. I'm him.
Yeah, like you're
I knew
intrigued
you
by
were
him,
him.
or there's something about him. Like I've been to plenty of times where I've walked into a place and a guy will be there and they don't have to say, they're the quietest person in the room, but for some reason I keep on have to looking and like there's an energy that I'm drawn to, or I have to keep on
Like a
looking over,
grinder type of energy?
Like I'm confused, I'm intrigued, or like I'm just like wondering what
You're
this guy's
spellbound?
about. Who is this guy?
Who's the
Or
last
what's this
person
guy's
you saw
story?
that gave you this feeling?
I've been at parties where that's happened. I don't know them. I'm just saying, like,
You just
there's
feel
something
it.
about them that pop, and I'm just like, that's not a whatever. And already you're just like, I'm drawn to him, and then you're intrigued. But I want to know more about this person because I want to know what this guy's story is. What does he do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what does
But
she
is
do?
it more
What
like
does
the
she
way
do?
he's
What does-
dressed or she's dressed?
It could. It's an X factor. You can't even explain. It could be their looks. It could be something that they're wearing. It could be just their demeanor, the way they look at people, the way they react to people, the way they observe people, the way they just kind of low key. I don't know. And then you can talk to them, and then boom, and then nothing. And then within 5 minutes, it could be just nothing, and boom. And then after 5 minutes of that, it could either be bigger and grow, or it could just be like, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the Manny Pacquiao like to me. Like Manny, you might be like, oh, and then he starts talking, just like, oh, it's his story that you're like, wow, this guy's incredible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mayweather, he might just be a good-looking athlete. Dude, you walk up to him, when he starts talking, you're like, all right, this guy's interesting. Even though I don't agree with what he's saying, I get this. This guy's intriguing to me.
So what do you think of this? It's kind of like a tempura onion ring.
It's a little bit sweet.
It's a little sweet. You want to try one? Do you
And
prefer
I'm
the jam, the more salty
As
one?
far as the question that you went, I don't think any of us really are motivated by trying to get pussy, right?
No, I mean,
That's I was just like, I don't know if that's his personal.
I mean, this
thing
guy
that he's
says
saying.
he equates everything to pussy.
Yeah, so I don't.
And I know that
I don't think that
mindset.
everyone. I know we've all done it before when we're.
so he's saying basically the thing is that like like this you know how the Asian men aren't sexy, that type of language that was going around online and forever. And so a lot of things are if we have more sexy examples of Asian men in media, it'll change people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, overall, that's what they're
So
saying.
you're saying just because he's an Asian guy, if there's Asian guys fucking hot girls, then he's gonna get pussy.
So he's saying
That's what he wants.
So
He's not gonna get pussy.
He's saying
not
that-
gonna get
he's
it.
saying that it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not
Because
gonna.
it's not
that's-
gonna help him.
Yeah, but
I don't think any of us are sitting here thinking that.
yeah, we're not trying to be famous to
But
get.
Daniel, that's on you. If you want to get pussy, there's ways to get it without being on a
Daniel,
TV
you
show.
can't get pussy, and
You
should
can't get
just-
pussy.
Daniel, you should get pussy for being Daniel and not being an Asian guy
Yeah.
or an actor
Yeah.
or what other people are doing in the
Yeah.
media, or whatever. That has nothing to do with nothing. Like,
If there's a certain type of pussy you want to get, you know how to get it. It's just breaking it
If
down
I told
to
you amount of
steps.
pussy that I got from being an actor, it'd be sad. I don't fucking sit here.
Actually, he's gotten a lot. He's gotten.
Because most of the girls that I don't want to say like this, but remember, I'm not like I have my preference, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the people that are, I mean, yeah, you know what the fuck I'm saying, man. You know, most of the.
I don't actually.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Just say it. What the fuck?
Just
I don't
say
I'm
it.
saying I'm not. The,
You're not attracted to your fan
my-
base.
no, my fan base is not really my cup of tea.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I haven't been fucking driving off like whatever Daniel is implying or thinking that we're trying to.
Yeah.
That motivates us because that was a case I would have gave up a long time ago. Shit.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, Daniel, I guess for me, the idea is we're not doing this specifically for pussy, or we're not hoping that better representation of Asian males in media will equate to more pussy for us.
Yeah.
But
it is a nice thing. Don't get
Yeah.
us wrong. It's not like saying ew, but that's not the motivation factor. Like,
But with that being said, like, I mean, I get his point in the sense that, like, it's he doesn't benefit from it at all.
you know what? And I kind of disagree. You know why? Because there's a lot of women out there that have jumped, non-Asian women that have jumped on that K-wave, K-pop wave, Asian wave, and I've started feeling like a piece of meat.
You.
Yeah, no, we all have, because you know why? Because those girls are fanatics, and a lot of those girls, they don't care who you, Danny Cho, Shane, you, like, they don't care who we are individually. They just care that Asian man, I'm into Asian men. They'll like you, and as soon as you reject them, they'll jump onto the next Asian guy. And so I kind
they
of disagree.
fine?
There's, whether they're fine or not, I mean, I haven't seen, I don't know. They're all different. Everyone's different.
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different. All fans are different. But what I'm saying is, so the fact that he's saying that like Asian people haven't benefited, plenty of Asian guys have benefited from the whole Korean wave and the K-pop wave in America, especially with non-Asians, because a lot of these girls are at these K-pop concerts with signs on and signs.
Honestly, I went to my
shirt
cousin's
off.
wedding in Temecula yesterday. And they're all young. He was born in 1990, but he's already 27. So even people born in 1990, they're not young anymore. But there was all these young kids there. And there was one Korean kid, like he's like a good-looking kid, you know. He looked like Zion T. You know, got the long hair.
That fool's not good looking.
Yeah, but he has that vibe.
Zion T looks like Inspector Gadget.
No idea who Zion T is.
But his girlfriend was like a Latina chick. I was like, yo, that's so dope. You know?
Was she like hot Latina or was she like?
Yeah, she was pretty.
You got to make sure don't just say hot Latina chick.
And the reason why I asked this is because like I feel like a lot of times when you're dating interracially, a lot of people. That's all they look for is that they're just in a different race. Because you know what I mean? What I'm saying is that like sometimes you see like a old joke, but this happened when I was in college. My friend Stan, he was driving. I was having shotgun. We're driving down Westwood in UCLA. And then from the back, we see clearly it's a white dude and an Asian girl. They're holding hands or whatever. Our roommate Stan he's not my roommate anymore, but he goes, "Hey, stop fucking with our gene pool." They both turn around. Asian girl was not good looking. White guy looked, like a decent looking white guy, right? Yeah. And then he looked at the ugly Asian girl and he went, "Never mind, you can keep her." And then we drove off, right?
So fucked up.
So fucked
right?
up.
But what I'm saying is that a lot of times when you date interracially, you just... That's the only criteria, is that they're different race, as opposed to there's still standards of good looking, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's got to be standards, man. Like
speaking of shitty fans,
shitty fans.
I don't know how we segue into this.
What happened?
we were at Tonko Pocha earlier this week.
Shout outs to Joshua.
What up, Joshua?
Joshua. It was his 21st birthday present. Getting a bar.
And then some dude, like he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, can you take off your shirt?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't even why, right? And then he was like, "Oh, dude, I saw that video. There's a video, a recent video where me and Peter did something. Cut to the chase. I lose and I get my chest waxed." And so he's like, "Oh, I'm a fan. I want to see your chest." And I was like, "No." He's like, "Dude, I don't know you. I'm not gonna just fucking take off my shirt for somebody I don't know. Matter of fact, I won't even do it for somebody I do know."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like, there's alcohol obviously involved, so like
He was pretty drunk.
But still, I feel like there is an epidemic of people that don't know how to communicate and be social. You know what I mean?
A lack of social skills, etiquette.
Yes.
And the Korean word Noonchi. Do you know what Noonchi means?
Noonchi is a word that...
Can you explain it to everyone there, Pedro? What does Noonchi mean?
Noonchi is like that unwritten, unspoken etiquette, courtesy rule that it's like the sixth sense of knowing what's going on. Right?
Reading the situation.
Yeah, like going into a social setting and seeing what's going on. Like you see somebody in the corner and you see their face and they don't want to be bothered. Your Nucci's going to say, "I'm going to leave that motherfucker alone."
Yeah, maybe it's not the time.
That's
if you see two people talking,
that's anger.
Yeah. If it's two people having a conversation, maybe I shouldn't interrupt them right now.
Especially if it's like an intense conversation.
Like if you really want to say hi to them, you just be like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Cool, what's up? Good to see you. I'll be over there."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Finish this conversation.
We don't have that. I've run into it so many. That's one of the reasons why I don't go out anymore.
But to play devil's advocate, they're drunk.
I know,
they're
but
fucked up.
And
people who are fucked up, it's hard to reason. There's no common sense. There's no Noonchi.
But I don't want to give them a pass.
But they're
for
an
being
adults.
drunk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But they're an adult. They gotta
know,
handle themselves.
I'm when you see me drunk, I'm pretty much the same person. You know what I mean? I might slur a little bit. I might, just tell
Throw
you
up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you I'm drunk.
I might tug at my shirt a little bit more.
Yeah. But
Air it out a little bit.
But you will not. You like.
You won't get in trouble.
I'm the same.
You're chill.
You know what I mean? And I mean, I can't expect people to be the same, but I don't know, man. Like recently on Friday, here was another incident.
Shout out to DPD and Kirby. Happy birthday.
Sean Tulake, happy birthday.
Sean Tulake, that was so awkward. They made him come out, blow out the cake. And his name wasn't even on the cake.
Yeah, and again, he was just like,
he was just added.
And again, he was
Sean.
just like, "Oh, no, no, for me, no, you got, oh, no. He was double Dutch. He was hopscotch.
Should I just step in? Should I step in? Should I step in? But yeah, happy birthday.
So we talked about this individual before. We didn't name his name. I'm still not going to.
No.
But this guy that's, and I blame Shane for this. Shane let evil into the group. You know what I mean? Let a virus in. You know what I mean? Like, and basically, I was having this conversation with a young of mine that I haven't seen in a while. Where I've been, it wasn't a serious conversation, but it was about like what's going on. I haven't seen you in a while. Blah 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 blah. Dude comes in, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt."
But I'm gonna interrupt.
So
When you start with that thing,
and I was like, "But you're doing it right now.
yeah.
Why are you interrupting?" He's like, "No, because it's kind of pertain to what you're talking about." I was talking about some business things that I'm working on, right? And then he comes up and he says, "Hey, so the head of some network in Korea hit me up, and they're looking for producers or directors for this variety show in Korea, right?" And he's like, "Oh," and then he wanted me to do it, not me, Danny Cho, but me, this guy, who was, "Oh, that's not my thing, but like I know a young that might be good for it," right?
Why would he? Did they just ask him rent? That's not an act.
Yeah, and he
has nothing to do with entertainment.
Yeah, and he goes, and this is what he said. He was like, "Oh, it was because he called me directly," and I was like, "I don't," and so I go, "Look, man," I go, "First of all, you got a purse, get the shit out of my face."
Merce,
right?
a merce.
All right. Number two, I'm at my friend's birthday thing. I don't want to fucking talk business here. He's like, "No, but see, he's the head of this network." And I was like, "I don't care if the president of Korea called your ass, motherfucker. I'm not going to talk about this here, right? Because it's something that 99.999% of the chance of it not happening. Ever. It's not going to lead to anything, right? And that's the thing is that, like, and on top of that, it had nothing to do with what I was talking with my young. Yeah. So my young just kind of goes.
So what was your reaction?
And I was like, "Yo, get the fuck out of my face. Why are you telling me this shit?"
What was his reaction?
He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he walks, and he kind of glides away. You know what I mean?
So you meet these type of people in public, like, do you feel responsibility to kind of like bitch him out a little bit, to be like, "Yo, man, you need to fucking chill out"?
There's not a responsibility. Rather, it's like, I'm not going to be hijacked of my good time by your ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like because most people will be like, "Yo, all you got to do is chamo, man." And I was like, "I'm going to chamo here. I'm going to chamo the next time I see him. I'm going to chamo every time I see this motherfucker."
And it's just to add more to what you're saying, why that's so annoying. We all know this, and we're just sharing more for people out there. You know why that's annoying? When you're an actor or entertainer or in music or whatever, when people do that to you, because you might think that's cool for you because you think you know someone, whatever, but do you know how much shit that we have to hear from people everywhere you go, with people that think they have this hot idea or the secret that can help your career and make that they can be like,
"Why don't you do this one thing?
I introduced him to this person." We hear that shit all the time, right? And then when you try to follow up on that thing, whatever, it's such a fucking waste of time and energy that at this point, we're like robots. We're cold-hearted, like nothing is gonna impress us. So when you do that shit, there might be nothing to you because you're trying to throw some kind of cool thing and be like, "Oh, it's an opportunity, right?"
I have a friend I went to college with. He's in production.
Yeah, don't do that shit. Like, don't even fucking do that shit. If you really want to do that shit, do what you're gonna do until you know something is solid, and then come at someone. Yeah. Don't be like, "Hey, you never know, right?" Because it's such a fucking waste of time and energy for the people that you're talking to. And when motherfuckers react the way that we react, don't get offended, man, because we got to deal with this shit all the fucking time, man. Like,
and then you know what? When you do snap, the one thing
they're gonna call you a douchebag or like,
this is what they're gonna say as they back out. "I was just trying to help."
You're not helping.
And I was like, "You're not helping.
You're not helping."
Well, you know what I mean?
You're not helping. All this, yeah.
But that's the thing. I feel like everyone has this like crackpot idea about like trying to get famous and shit. And I'm like, no, like, what do you don't do this. You know what I mean? I don't care. I told him, I don't give a fuck if the president of Korea call your ass, say he want to talk to Danny Cho. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here for that right now.
I have to deal with that shit all the time at Blue.
Being a bartender must be one of the hardest things because you see people at their worst, at their absolute worst, and you have to be professional with them.
You see people at the worst, but being a bartender and then like acting, like trying to be an actor and like doing what we're doing, like whatever, it's really hard because we have our ups and downs. Right? We have our good days and bad days, and we have a lot more downs than anything, right? So throughout the week, you're going through this meditation, this focus of trying to do whatever you can to get your mind off of shit. Working out, sport, and like training, doing whatever, like just, other stuff that you're working on. You just try to do whatever you can. Watching movies, shows, whatever. It is podcast. Get your mind off of shit.
Yeah.
Then when you get to Blue, you don't want to deal with shit, right? But everyone knows you as an actor, especially in K-Town, right? Because it's K-Town, right? Yeah. Ktown Cowboys, right? They come in, man. They only know you as that, right? They don't know you personally, so all they're going to ask is, yo, man, any new projects? And as soon as they ask that, it's a stinger because if there was a project, I'd be talking about it. I would you wouldn't have to ask me that. I'd be telling you about it. But if I'm not talking about it, have the Noonchi to be like, I'm not gonna ask him about it.
Word of the day.
Yo, I'm behind the bar serving you drinks. You're gonna come in and talk about, yo, I saw you on I'm like, oh man, thanks, that's great, man. What do you want? Jameson ginger ale? Like, I'm serving you still.
If there were big projects, you wouldn't be there.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, yo, and so people have to understand, man. Yo, it's hard doing what we're doing. So have some Noonchi to respect that. Damn, man, every day we're still fighting. We got to keep our sanity somehow.
Yeah,
our heart, our peace from going postal.
So what is the most respectful way a fan can approach you at the bar?
I've had a lot of people just have and you know what? There's people that don't have Noonchi, but there's some people that have some great Noonchi. There's some people I've seen that have great Noonchi. I've had people that sit there just calmly and just be like, boom, even try to come to be like, yo, I just wanted to come support, but they have such good Noonchi that they see you observe, interacting with other people or other questions that they ask and the reaction that you have or whatever, and they'll be like, hey, I came to stop by, but yo, you look like whatever. Yo, let me just buy you a shot. Mm-hmm. They bought me a shot, had a shot with me, and just bounced. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, I'll text you next time. I'm just like, damn, man, Noonchi King right here. That's Queen right here.
Yep.
What the? How do you know that? And I'm like, damn, that's real shit. And that made me feel better. Like them doing that, like lifted me up. Like
I can just imagine you dropping like whatever you're doing. Ding, the glass wave. That's fucking Noonchi, bro. That's fucking Noonchi.
What is it, the tamper?
Domingo, give me the broom in the sweep. Broken glass. But that's good Noonchi.
Oh, yeah. So on Friday, like,
oh my god, it was a shit show.
I think I drank one drink at that table, DPD and Kirby's table, but I don't understand how I was so drunk.
It was a fucking shit show. If you were at Blue, please email us your shit show. If you were at Blue
Friday night for the big birthdays, DPD, Kirby, Sean Dulake's birthday, and for the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
That was
Go Cavs. Go fucking Cavs.
It was a fun night. And it was fun is because I was fucked up too, right?
Because you were.
Before you guys, because I was working for the game.
Yeah. People were buying you shots.
But it's funny because I was fucked up, but I'm looking at everyone that I'm serving to. Yo, motherfuckers are looking at me cross-eyed. Motherfuckers look like savages and heathens. Girls, makeups are all fucking mascara running down here. Fucking.
Hey, but Pedro, make me a promise, okay?
Yeah, I'll make you a promise.
So I get pretty fucked up
I'm
a lot.
not letting you do that.
Okay. So I get fucked up, and my ideal time of getting fucked up is getting everyone else fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's buying shots. And the thing about a credit card, it's so easy.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have the cash. You just give them a plastic card.
And not only that, be careful with tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila's an upper. You have to understand tequila's an upper.
So I was mixing that whole night. So by the time I got to you, I was fucked up, and I said, give me 8 shots. I mean, you're telling me now you did give me the are you sure?
Yeah.
Twice. But next time, just don't even take my card.
I said.
So Shane, go home. Yeah.
So I ignored him twice.
We need a password. We need a password to be like, then I know.
I ignored him
it's
twice,
for real.
Right? This motherfucker's being added. He's getting sensitive, right? He's not getting my Noonchi. Right?
I couldn't read. My Noonchi radar was done.
They're at one corner of the bar. He says, Pedro, 8 shots, right? I ignored it. Hey, 8 shots. I'm ignoring again. I go all the way to the other station where the waters is, right? Yeah. The motherfucker followed me like a prancing dog. Like, Pedro, did you 8 shots? 8 shots. I said, Shane, what the fuck? Why are you doing this, man?
Why am I just burning $100 bill in front of your face?
So I poured it, and I gave it. And then I even tried to find out if there was any, because there was a lot of group. And there's some, people.
Freeloaders.
No.
No, people who have to
These are
take
good people.
responsibility of who ordered the
If they were
shots.
freeloaders, I would even more like, I'm not doing this, Shane.
Right.
But then these are all a good bunch of guys. They're all.
It was a good group of
all
people,
friends. Yeah, exactly.
you know.
So I was thinking, one of these guys are gonna step up. No, I got it. Right. So I did it, and then and I didn't hear anything, and then she was just like, and then one of the other girls that worked, she already had. I guess she ordered a little smaller order before that, so she was already. I put it down. I was just like, oh fuck, why?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know that feeling when you wake up and your credit card is full of paper slips. You're like, fuck.
It's like
Fuck. But luckily, it was only just one paper slip. And it was like
that
$100. $100 fine.
It's like that mistake when you're like, damn, man, 20 seconds ago, I was good. I just rewind to not even a minute ago.
No, it's like coming back to your car and a parking meter. It's like, damn, if I just put in one more quarter, I could have avoided this $70 ticket.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm very good these days at just trying to like slither is not the right word, I guess, but slither
What are you, a
around.
snake?
You know what I mean? And just kind of just like, all right, I'm here, I'm there, but but I end up just drunk. I feel like a chick. but the fan base, we're talking about this, is that it's not my ideal fan base, but I think generally what my fan base is like dudes in their 30s that just feel the need to buy me a drink.
Yeah.
Angry people. Your fan base. People
Lot of angry
that have been
people.
through shit that, are,
Way to represent, bro.
way to represent, bro.
All right.
So I went to Blue the next night for Soul's birthday.
Okay. Damn.
Shout out to Soul.
Damn.
Happy
Dude, he's
birthday,
moving
Soul.
on. He's moving out of your building.
Neighbor Soul's
He's
leaving.
moving into a motherfucking penthouse, dude.
is?
Neighbor Soul is moving on up.
Wow.
We went to Umski's last night, Justin They moved to the new place called The Wren. WREN. But it's like Olympic and an olive.
Is that a bird?
Yeah, it's like a bird.
A wren.
But it's dope. It's like brand new, super nice.
So
you know.
Justin's back?
She's back
Oh, so Soul and Justin are uniting again?
in the same building. Not in the same room, but in the same building.
Oh, not in the same room?
Yeah, not in the same room.
I think we graduated to just living in the same building then. Right?
Just kidding. Can we be roommates forever?
And
Just kidding.
You know, Umsky, like when he's drunk, and then like especially like when he watches like sports games, because he lived right above me, right? So I could hear him during sports telecasts. Like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, I'm like, damn. I guess they're losing. Right.
So yeah, the Umski's back. Umski's back.
Yes. So, the Cavs, do you think it's a sign of them coming back?
Oh, if they come back right now, I will be so happy. I will be so happy.
Once this airs, Game 5 would have already been over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would know, but right now we don't know. So I didn't get to catch a lot of the game because I was so busy, but that was pretty crazy.
Why?
Just
Well, they were playing
they were
like
playing like it was NBA jams. Like
Yeah,
it was
there's
like
no
fucking
way-
fire.
there's no way they're having 3 more of those games. There's no,
No,
way.
but so if that happened, right?
If that happened,
If
LeBron
that's
is the
some-
greatest of all
So
time.
it's hands
No,
down going
I
down
wouldn't
like
say
that.
I would say that.
Because Kyrie was the savior last game. I mean, well, they both killed it. They both killed it. But Kyrie was like, wow. What
No player has ever averaged a triple-double in NBA Finals history.
Yeah, but Bird averaged it the first 4 games too.
Oh, but not the whole series,
Yeah.
though. Okay, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So if he averages triple-double and he brings them back, is he the greatest of all time?
No.
Jordan still?
Yes.
It's still Jordan.
I think so.
But is he? But is LeBron like definitely? Because right now, a lot of people, it's not even debatable, right?
Well, I guess, I mean, even with the MVP vote now, right? Like, so are you going to vote for a Westbrook who had a crazy statistical season, right? Versus a Kawhi who didn't have a out of this world stat season, but he was on a team that the best player of each good team, right? So what is the definition of
MVP?
the MVP or like the best player, right? If we're talking about pure athletic attributes like strong, fast, jump, shoot, whatever.
Westbrook.
Is Westbrook or LeBron.
LeBron.
You know what I mean? But you can't give it to LeBron every year, right? So you're trying to give it to everybody else. Same like you shouldn't have given it to Nash 2 years in a row.
Right.
Right?
Over Kobe that year?
Like
That was crazy.
1 year.
Yeah.
Right? But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he didn't deserve all of them, but I didn't think he deserved 2 in a row. You know? So ultimately it's so what I'm thinking about like all encompassing. I'm talking about aura. I'm talking about changing the game. I'm talking about the discrepancy of how much better he was compared to everybody else, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like it's Jordan in terms of winning. You know what I mean? Because Bill Russell won the 9, 10 back in the days, but they only had like 8 teams in the league, right? So,
Right. It was like a dominant.
so it was. I wouldn't say that it was a worse league, but I wouldn't know, right? Oscar Robertson.
It's just really hard to compare apples and oranges.
But we always do that, right? Because
it's conversation.
Because before this LeBron shit, it was, is Kobe gonna be as good as Jordan, right? And he did not hit it. In my opinion, he didn't hit it either, right? Right now it's Jordan with, and now it's LeBron with like these other statistical things, like he went in 7 years in a row. Jordan didn't do that, and I was like, he could have if he didn't play baseball, right? You know, and he could have won all of them too.
But that's part of your legacy.
Right. And then the other part is, well, you know, like he didn't have that many stars. I mean, look, man, like as much as the Cavs are stacked, the Warriors, even though the Warriors are stacked, the Cavs, they got
they're stacked too.
Team.
They got all-stars on their team. They got 3 at the very least, right?
Is Kevin Love going to be an all-star? I mean, not all-star, but Hall of Famer?
If he wins, if the Cavs win one more, I think yes. I think the main players of your team, if you win multiple championships and you make one all-star, you know what I mean? You make the all-stars and things like that, then yeah. Like for the Lakers, the Showtime Lakers, it was Kareem, Magic, and Worthy. Those are the only 3 that made it to the Hall of Fame. Cooper and Scott didn't, right?
Oh, they didn't?
They did not.
Michael Cooper. Byron Scott?
Nope.
Wow.
No. So, like, I think Kevin Love is that third wheel on that
So if they win again,
three-headed monster. Yeah.
But Ginobili's an all-star. I mean, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Spurs had the fucking
Yeah.
that legacy.
Tony Parker, Hall of Famer?
Yeah. But the reason why I would say Hall of Fame like is because of that international thing. I think
that goes to DK's.
So
argument.
Pagasol,
DK Young's argument.
Hall of
too.
Famer?
Yes.
DK Young's
Peja
argument.
Stojakovic, Hall of Famer? Ooh.
on the cusp.
On the cusp.
On the cusp.
Peja was fire.
Because he didn't win anything.
Tony Kukoc is Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Did he already go in?
He might have.
Might have already.
Yeah.
Kukoc.
Sharunas Marshallonis got in. Right?
Sherhunis?
From the old Warrior team with the Run TMC, the Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin era.
Chris Mullin.
You think Cleveland has another one in them?
Yeah.
Another championship or
No, another
victory?
another victory in this.
Yeah, I think they'll win.
You think so?
Yeah. I think they'll win one more.
You really think so?
Yeah.
The next one? I mean, you think
Guys, that's the only one they
no,
can
but you
win.
think
Right?
they
If
got
they
it
don't
in
win the
them?
next one, they're not winning any.
Yeah.
But you think they got this?
No, I think Warriors are going to kill them.
Yeah, I
like, honestly, Warriors is... Yo, they're fucking great.
I mean, because they had to play record-breaking basketball to beat them.
First of all, they traded Harrison Barnes for Kevin Durant. Like, that just says it all.
Barnes stunk it up last.
Wow.
Yeah, he was.
No, but like what I'm saying is that okay, on the Warriors team, right? Obviously this is not how basketball is played, but I think Durant and LeBron kind of wash each other out. Maybe a slight edge to LeBron, right?
And then Kyrie and Steph. a
they
little.
kind of wash each other out, right? And
But then Clay and Kevin Love?
so Kevin Love and Draymond would kind of wash each other out, right?
Kind of. And then...
Because
I think
Clay, though.
Draymond's presence is way stronger than Kevin Love's presence.
Draymond.
So who does...
Sunk it up.
He sunk it up with the stats and all that, but his presence is still
Yeah.
So-
like when he's on the court.
He's glue.
He's
the glue.
They're feeling
He's
his
definitely the
presence
glue of
there.
the
He's
team.
the nuisance there. Kevin Love on the court, I feel like they feel like, oh, we got a little bit of an advantage over Kevin Love.
So to me, the way to even out Klay Thompson is that
Richard Jefferson has to get high.
Either JR gets hot,
Channing
Iman,
Frye.
or Korver, or somebody.
Korver.
All of them. If one of them gets hot, that's their belief because that's how Klay plays. Klay also is a fantastic defender, right?
Right.
So
Amazing defender.
So
yeah.
I know this is not how basketball plays. It's not a wash per
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, like it's a chemistry thing and it's a plays thing. But I'm just saying that they're not that in terms of just skill set. They're not that far off.
Right.
It's just that it's a crazy system where you know what I mean. Like everyone, you could see how many people are cutting. It's like retarded.
And
like,
they play good
yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
I think people don't give Warriors credit enough.
Oh, they play
great
phenomenal
defense.
So
Like,
anyway,
you think that someone's cutting.
and it's hard to say that because.
And the thing is,
they give
Zaza
80
is outplaying Tristan Thompson, which is
Tristan
sad.
Thompson is fucking.
He sucks.
Fucking.
which
Playing like trash.
Seriously.
But I mean, it's hard to say that they're playing good defense when they give up 80-some points in a fucking half, right? Because I went to sleep and I woke up after the end of the first quarter, and I was like, had to do the cartoony rub my eyes. And I was like, did I just sleep through the whole first half? Because the score was so high. Yeah. And I was like, end of first quarter. What the fuck? What happened? Right?
It was like NBA Jam.
But they were hitting everything.
It was like on fire for. They broke the record, right?
Yeah,
the most
I think
points
so.
So I mean, but with that being said,
3-pointer.
the Warriors can also just get ice cold too. Yes. You know what I mean?
And we haven't had a game where like Klay Thompson has gone on fire, like the supporting cast has gone on fire like last year.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, they haven't had a game like that. So when that happens, like it's just gonna,
I mean, I honestly don't care who wins, really.
I want to see the Cavs win another one. I want to see it get exciting. I want to see.
You just don't like the Warriors. I
don't like the Warriors. But I do. I don't want to. Yeah, I want to. I want to see the Cavs. Like I want to see it get exciting. I want to see people argue about maybe LeBron, like really argue about LeBron and Jordan being like.
I don't, because I don't want the extra. See, the thing is like people get stuck on. It's hard to. Different league, different defense,
different era, different time.
You know what I mean? Like when Rasheed Wallace goes, "Yo, man, there's no way the Warriors would sweep us in the playoffs." As a matter of fact, we'll run through the Warriors. Yeah. Right? It's because, and then they asked Chauncey the same question, and Chauncey goes, "It depends on what era we're talking about. If we're talking about our era, like we'll fuck them up." The Warriors, right? But then if it's this era, then you don't know, because it's
different rules,
not as aggressive.
That's why even like
and you look at somebody, you get a technical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, come on, dude. You gotta let them fucking play.
That's why even for me, like the whole Jordan LeBron argument, I always say this. I always say, look, I look at LeBron as like physically, he's like the most fucking God.
He's a tight end playing basketball.
Yeah, created God specimen, like. Athlete, right? Jordan wasn't, right? But he played every day like tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Yeah.
When they lose, usually they'll come back the next day and they'll win, because LeBron, it's almost like LeBron was just being lazy or he didn't put in 100% that day. We're talking about Jordan that fucking played with fluid, like, you know what I mean? Like this motherfucker, like it was like there was no. What
it's
is
just
that?
ethic.
Yeah. What's that?
Killer
there's
mentality.
a quote from that movie Gattaca. At the end, where Ethan Hawke says, when he goes, you know why I made it? Because I never left any room for the swim back. And that's the way Jordan's like. He's like, he puts everything out there. And LeBron is like, it's almost like he's a mogul. Like when you see him now, you're just like, yo, this guy's gonna be the most successful athlete ever in history.
He's like Magic Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. But
so
like,
he looks like he's.
So that's the only reason why, like, and that era of like Jordan's era of like that was the hardcore fucking blue collar era with the fucking Detroit Piston era.
The elbowing you,
motherfuckers will grab like, yo, that shit was like. Yo, that shit was gym basketball, man. You see the Bad Boys, like, I just recently saw.
Bill Laimbeer was fucking clotheslining people, man.
Yo, that shit was like WWF basketball, man.
You know, Larry Bird has never forgiven Bill Laimbeer and will not refuse to talk to him.
For that clothesline?
For, like,
for everything. For everything. No, he clotheslined everybody.
Like, he goes, I've buried the hatchet with a lot of
Last I heard of Bill Laimbeer, he's a coach of WNBA, right?
Him and Isaiah Thomas are still not... Peace, right?
Well, I mean, Isaiah, the whole East hated him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why the Dream Team, he got
they iced him out.
Because Jordan said, "Yo, I'll play under one condition: Isaiah's not on the team."
Yeah. They broke Magic, him. They all did a pact. Yeah. Well, they were saying like Isaiah was secretly saying comments that Magic was gay.
Yeah.
You know, and saying all this shit.
He was saying that.
I mean, like, but like hidden. But I heard behind the doors that he was saying it even more. Yeah. And they were like, "Yo,
so crazy!" Because no, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, I'm just saying Isaiah might be gay. There's a theory, right? I think he might be gay.
In denial, kind of like he was trying to throw like the attention away.
Yeah, like when you watch that documentary to the Bad Boys one, 30 for 30, he seems very gay because he was so homophobic about it.
The bigger thing is that the bigger thing to me is like, yo, it's crazy because there's a lot of No, I don't know if he's gay because I heard too many rumors about him when he was in the Knicks office and him harassing women. So I don't think any guy would.
He got sued.
Yeah, he got sued. So that's why. That's the only reason why I don't think that. But it's just crazy because Isaiah Thomas comes off in interviews and everything as the nicest guy in the world. He's so
Zeke, they call him
charismatic.
Zeke.
Yeah, he laughs real good. He does the whole smile thing. He's like, and I saw him talking about recently about the Isaiah Thomas on Celtics Now, and he's like, to hear your name being screamed at the Garden. He starts laughing. I'm like, wow, Isaiah Thomas, you seem like such a charismatic, likable guy. I
Yeah, he's
can't
very
believe
personable.
you're the most hated guy
He's a
from your
snake,
era.
though. He's a fucking snake.
That's what it has to come down to.
He's a
the guy that
back-talking snake.
knows how
dude.
to smile in front of people's faces, shake the right hands. He gets into the corporate office, but listen to all the shit that you hear from everybody. The proof is in the pudding, boy. Like,
But-
motherfuckers gonna tell you the truth.
But like I think the thing about Jordan and Scotty was that last time that the Pistons and them played in the playoffs,
it was like 90, 89?
like the first year that the Bulls won the championship,
91.
they just walked off the court with time.
Oh, yeah.
without saying good
That's
game.
right,
Right,
that's
so
right.
everyone's thinking that Isaiah is the one that did it.
Oh, he
right,
did.
that's
For sure he did.
But
right.
in the Bad Boys documentary, Lane Beer was like, "Oh, that was me."
yeah,
Yeah,
because
You know what I mean? And then
they
Isaiah
told
was
him
like,
to say it.
and Isaiah was
And
like,
Lane Bear was just like, I'm
yeah.
a team. That's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So the funny part was, so they asked, the Dream Team documentary came out, and then they talked about Isaiah, right? And then so Scottie Pippen was like, "Well, I'm not going to speak for Michael,
With his
but,
deep bass voice.
but I definitely didn't want to play with Isaiah, right?"
Oh.
And then so Isaiah, like, I guess he hates Scottie Pippen. This is what he said. He like it was kind of like implied, but he was like, "I don't mind if the greatest basketball player of all time says I can't play on the team.
Wow.
I don't care. I mean, I you know what I mean? I don't mind if Magic Johnson, one of the greatest point guards of all time, tells me he doesn't want to play on the Dream Team. But Scottie Pippen? right? Scottie Pippen telling me that he didn't want me to be like that.
Wow.
It's truth. You know what I mean? Like,
Carmelo almost killed Isaiah Thomas.
yeah, elbowed him. Like, so
Almost killed him.
So
That's
Karl
another
Malone-
blue collar dude.
And Karl Malone was another dude that didn't want Isaiah on the team. But they were saying that.
Well, you know what happened after that? So Isaiah, he got all those stitches in his head and shit. And Karl Malone said he saw him before they were playing a game together. He's like, hey, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I got a lot of fans out there that want to kill you. And that's all he said to him and left the locker room. What a dick ass move, right? So when you come to Detroit, like, just be careful. I have a lot of fans that, they're out to get you right now,
Wait, who said that?
Isaiah.
Isaiah said that?
Yeah. Man, what kind of player says that?
Karl Malone said, I ain't the one.
Karl Malone
I'll go back to my ranch.
I chop wood.
fucking trailer. All he does is drive big ass trucks and hunts and fishes, right? He's such a redneck, but a black
He was right.
redneck.
He has an 18-wheeler with his
Yeah.
face on it.
But you know what I mean? Like, to me, maybe it's because that's the era we grew up on, right? We grew up in that.
That's how
era,
we watch basketball.
right? And so while we see this new, more analytical, more
Stats.
yeah, but also like you could see that they're way
more athletic. Yeah,
they do
for sure.
some more crazy shit.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like,
But that tough playing mentality of the night that affects your ball game regardless.
Yeah.
Like when you know that motherfuckers can really chop your fucking head off, you're not gonna do the things that you're free to do these days.
that's why I want
know what I'm saying?
my superstars to be tough. You know what I mean? Like the idea we're talking about like being men, right? Like Kobe,
Which way?
like Kobe. To me, I did a commercial with him. I didn't think he was a nice guy or whatever, right? But I thought that he was the last of that kind of like, I don't care if my foot is broken, if I can walk on it, I'll play. Right? Those are the guys. I think that's the last of that generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I expect. Like, and that's the thing is that like the interesting thing about manhood.
I think Kawhi is one of those players, though.
Yeah, he didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
he's just
yeah, he
no
just-
comment. Fuck it. Whatever. I'm playing.
That's why
me
I
in.
have nothing bad to say about Kawhi. I just as a Laker fan, just don't like rooting for the
The Spurs, the
but-
White Walkers.
But yeah, like you know
you
what I
watch
mean?
Game of Zones?
The other, you know what I mean? Like the thing about being a man is like, or like manly shit is that like today I got here early.
Yep.
And then Shane has this new game
Oh yeah.
on
PS4.
a PS4.
I just bought PS4. It's changed my life.
and it's this dancing game. What is it called?
It's called Just Dance 2017.
So it mirrors. You're supposed to imitate the dance, and he was doing with his girl, right?
It
And
was
then-
last Christmas.
Yeah,
I
and then
gave
it was
my
funny is
heart.
because I saw like the girls up at this table looking at it, and I could feel what their
What were they
emotions
feeling?
were. The oh, this is cute, right? And then I could see me and Peter, our feelings were the opposite of It was more like ugh.
This ain't the '90s NBA.
I was like, you know what? But it's interesting is that like
We just celebrate love.
I don't think it's not even I don't know if it's a man thing or whatever, but like I know that there is a group of friends in my life that will play like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like and you know like play fucking board games and shit or whatever. And then there's another group that goes, why the fuck are we playing the board game? You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's is that because there's squares and we're not? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You know, like squares as in like, you know, typical 9-to-5 job, blah 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 blah. Have 3 weeks of vacation every year, like whatever that package is. Like there's that lifestyle. You know, they'll have kids. They'll have group dinners. You know what I'm saying? They'll drink some wine and then like play like I don't know some fucking Monopoly or Risk or some shit. You know what I mean? Or play that dance game or play Mafia. You know what I mean?
I actually went to a normal person party our age.
A normal
Really?
person.
Yeah, I told you. Play the Omanim, the lady that plays
Oh, yeah,
Bobby's
yeah,
mom's
yeah.
mom in the movie. I
Fiction
got really close
and other
to the family,
realities.
so they invited
James.
me to
Like a normal person
Robert's
party?
her son-in-law's birthday party, and I got really close to family, so I wanted to go anyway. And I went, and I think they were trying to introduce me to like one of their friends.
We
Yeah.
did talk about
Oh, yeah,
that.
Yeah, we went, so
Yeah.
I went, and then but everyone, I didn't know this, but I met everyone separately. So I meet the guys. I just start break the ice, and the most diverse party I've ever been to. It was dope. I like that because he's black, she's Korean, and all of their friends are all like everything in between. So I was like, this is awesome, and it was great to see. The family, a Korean mother around that with her biracial baby and just being around that environment. I was like, oh, this is dope. This is 2017. This is the way it should be looking like, right? So meet all the guys.
Were they drinking?
They were drinking.
Okay.
And they started playing board games.
Oh, what
And
kind
it
of
was
board
fun.
games?
Like they played we played Mafia, but a different version of Mafia.
Okay.
Like a different kind
So
of
everyone heads down.
Yeah, everyone-
Cops
yeah,
heads up.
Robert
Mafia,
moderated.
who do you want to kill?
Played another game where you kind of put category, like almost like a categories kind of thing.
Okay.
Like a timer and whatever. But I was like, damn, I'm playing. There's drinking involved and whatever. And then I see the woman, and I didn't know who the woman. But then I realized, oh shoot, all the guys were with their ladies. But I just didn't meet them together because they wanted their time off with their boys and the
Sure.
women to do their thing. So at the end, as we started playing the games, I started seeing more and more of them getting close to each other, checking up on each other, kissing each other, or like, and then I see a baby, like, oh, that's your babies. that baby's your like, you know. So I was like, oh,
You're
shit,
like a
this-
detective,
yeah, and I
like
was I
taking
was
notes,
oh,
like,
this is
oh
what
yeah.
normal people do like around
It's
our
like
age
Mafia
at this
for
thing.
real.
It's so crazy because but it's crazy because I mean, I don't know. For me, I feel like because we're in the field that we're in, a lot of us aren't married. We're not settled down like that. We're not like so. But that's like most people our age are doing now.
Yeah.
Like the friends with kids.
Yeah,
They
of
get
course.
together because they can't go to bars like that because they get kids. So
'Cause
they
they
go to each
cannot
other's
go.
house.
You
'cause they
have
can bring
to.
the kids. The kids get to play together. So
You know.
Dude, and these days I've been going to birthday parties at parks in the afternoon and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I was like, whoa,
Yep.
this
because the
for
kids
real.
are older now.
Yeah, no.
Kids aren't like toys and shit. It's
Yeah.
like kids
You
are
have
playing,
to
running
go.
around at the
Yeah.
playground now,
Playground.
or they get bored
yeah.
now. So
Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting is because I was talking to Jedi was here earlier about how recently I've been doing kid math. So meaning like this happened. This is what happened was a few years ago when my sister got married, and I saw my sister and my dad have her father-daughter dance. Right?
What song was it?
that's always very emotional.
I forget. But what I was thinking to myself is, if I ever have a daughter, I need to make it to at least this moment. You know what I mean?
Looks like we made it.
Right. Like I can have
Look
a heart
how
attack.
far we
I can get hit by a
come,
bus the very next day. If I made it to my daughter's fucking father.
I feel like you're gonna have
dance.
like two sons, two troublemaking
So you
sons.
felt the pain of your mom?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I started. So what I mean by kid math is that all right? If I had a kid right now, what age would I be when she's 30?
I've been doing that a lot too.
Right?
Really?
I've been doing that a lot lately.
Yo, the future doesn't exist. Why worry
Yeah,
about it? Man?
so
That's
that's
good.
that's
Well,
what
I do
Jedi's
think
telling me. Why are you worried about something that hasn't happened yet?
Yeah.
Like worry about it when it gets
Because me
there.
and
right?
you are worrying
warriors.
people.
Yeah, we worry a lot.
Golden State Warriors.
That's such a Shane son joke.
You're such warriors. Oh, I don't know.
So it's weird
You
because
don't worry like that? Or me and you don't worry
I
like that?
did
Worry
used
like
to.
that?
I
That's
did
not
used
like
to, but I feel like that just causes me more stress and more anxiety. So I'm just like, you know what? Tutto va bene. You
no,
know?
because I see,
Va bene.
I see. You know, I have friends that are good friends that have like
Kids.
2-3 kids now. You know, and I'm not saying that like that is the route. You know what I mean? It might not be the route. It might be not have kids, not get married. You live a fucking George Clooney life until he got married recently or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
George Clooney might have a pussy because I don't look like him. But
That's a bad example.
Yeah. But that
George Young, while I Come here.
Okay.
for my
Anyways.
girlfriends. Anyway, so
Yeah.
no, I hear it
Yeah.
and I feel it, but I don't know, man. I mean,
But the thing is, I think you have to stop comparing your life to other people's lives because that's their trajectory.
but that's hard.
It's hard.
As
That's
much,
I know it's hard.
as
It's
much
hard,
as
but
you're
you
right.
have to
course.
just cut it out.
But it's
Let it go.
It's
Let
you know
it
what it is.
go.
It's me being, especially for me, being, pretty close to my parents, especially my mom.
Yeah.
And Korean moms
Was she grilling you at the wedding?
are professional comparers.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, you know, Eddie Oma, Eddie's mom. What about it? Oh, guess what Eddie Oma bought? Eddie bought for his mom or whatever. Or guess what like they did or blah 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 blah. Or guess what daughter like where she graduated from.
I can
and
imagine
shit.
at the father-daughter dance at your sister's wedding and your mom looking at you with ice cold eyes. Like,
Oh no,
shit,
she was already pissed off at me because I had a fucked up ankle, right? So I was limping the whole time. So she was like, "Why did you fuck your ankle up the day of your sister's wedding?" I was like, I was like, "You think I wanted to fuck up my ankle?" You know?
Yeah.
I say, Amma, like all your friends,
Yeah.
buying your friends, all this stuff, their sons, whatever. But have they ever offered to smoke you out? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
What? Hey, as tough as your mom is, right? Because she seems pretty tough, hard ass, right? When you get married, is she gonna shed a tear?
I probably.
Will you cry when you think the
will you
parents,
cry?
Probably.
You're gonna. No,
I'ma
yeah,
try not to.
I know you're gonna cry.
Mother son dance?
I know his crying. Yeah.
What would your
Yeah.
mother's son
well-
dance be?
I don't know. I've never
Have you ever
thought about it.
Have you thought about it?
My mother's son dance.
Yeah. If you had to
I know
do it.
my mom. You know what my mom.
Two Live Crew.
Doodle Brown. Doodle Brown. Doodle Brown. Yo, my mom is funny. I told you-
That video go viral.
I told you about my mother and my brothers. And then my mom, she got good Noonchi.
Oh, she got Noonchi.
This lady fucking got the most Noonchi, right? She sees the thing. She sees my brother's concern. She sees the crowd. She sees already what I did. I got a bug of Danny Cho fucking stand-up shit. Like I got the. I'm not saying I'm anything like a stand, but I get where
You felt the-
that
you felt the
addiction of,
laughter.
Holy shit! I did a best man sheet for 30 minutes. I was like, try the lobster. It's good. Every fucking Saturday I'm gonna be like, it was crazy. Just to see, I looked around the room and seeing everyone's eye on you, and no matter what you say, they react to it. I could be like, they just like they follow your head. I was like, wow.
Were you
this
doing
is-
cocaine during the speech or something?
I was like, this is power.
I love you, Dave.
No, this is my brother's wedding, not Chris O's wedding. So I did that for 30 minutes, and then my mom got it because everyone was like, that was the best man speech. I sit down next to my mom. My mom looks at me and goes, yo, why you talk so much? For 30 minutes, like
Hella
so much.
putting you in check.
And I was stressed out, so I was like, what the fuck? Like I was like pissed off because they, the wedding people were trying to ask for money. I almost flipped over the table on them. I fucking just screamed at them in the office, whatever.
You were that brother.
I was that brother. My brother was stressed out the day before, and I'm a shitty brother, so my only thing was, my brother's stressed out. I'm such a shitty brother. The best I can do is make sure that my brother has the best wedding because he's stressed out about this wedding. So I'm gonna go all out. I'll deal with all the stress. I ain't gonna tell him shit. So I'm dealing with all the shit. Where we getting to?
Your mom.
Oh yeah, my mom. So the
Your mother's Sundance.
the mother Sundance comes on, right? My mom reads the thing, right? So it gets to the sappy shit, right? And she knows my brother. My brother's a little bitch, man. He gets all emotional. Right? So my mom's a smart man. My moms don't like to be emotional in front of people, right? So she sees, and it's a sad song comes on. They get on the middle of it, and everyone like is starting to like feel like friends now because no one knew each other, but now everyone for some reason they're bonding through this wedding, right? Like. And it's dope. It's like a United Colors Benetton wedding, right? It was fucking so diverse. Everyone's dope. Everyone's on the dance. It's the first wedding where everyone on the dance floor. Everyone was already on the dance floor. I was like, what the fuck? This is great, man. This is awesome. I'm feeling good. And they get on the dance floor, and everyone's surrounding already because they want to get on the dance. No, not everyone's on the. Everyone's just intrigued, so their tension there. My mom and they get on the dance floor. So they start doing the for the Sunday. It gets all sad, and everyone's in tune because because that's the moment where especially girls, they love seeing guys like be soft with their mom. Yeah. Right? Oh, they take cameras out, and my mom goes like this, and she gets up, she fucking shoves after they dance a little bit, she starts feeling the emotions of it. Yeah. She goes, oh, this is not gonna rock. She grabs my brother, she fucking shoves him away, and then she starts going. She started dancing like this, and it was the funniest thing in the world because it's a sad song. Yeah. And she just started saying, fuck it, we all gonna have fun. Yeah. And then my brother's like, he doesn't expect, he's like, what the, you're not supposed to do this. He's like, oh my, you're not supposed to do it. But he's not getting it. And she goes, fuck you, motherfucker. Goes, you're right. Everyone on the dance floor just got on. I was like, yo, fuck that. You're right. And I was like, damn, this is dope.
We are family.
My grandmother's 95 years old. She was the biggest celebrity there. Damn. She's 4'10" with a white afro. She was on the dance floor. Like everyone took pictures. Instagram. I bet you like 50. She's probably Instagram famous right now. Everyone just wanted a picture with her because she has a hunchback. She's white afro and she's a clown. She's still
wait, she's like a real clown?
No.
Right, she just
The kids are in the corner.
No, did we say like she's a clown? I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know she went to clown school.
It was a dope. I must say it was a dope. Man, it was a fun wedding, and I almost killed the people that worked there. Too, like.
I'm glad you didn't kill anybody.
No, because they're trying to ask me to pay them more money and shit like that. So.
Oh, and you remember?
Yeah, and I was like,
you were the middleman.
It goes back to Noonchi. This is
the Noonchi episode.
This is a Noonchi episode. Yeah. So I go back and all. So before the best man speech, before I go on, right? So I knew I was gonna have to fucking come up with a speech because I was thinking about this for a while. Because I wanted to express, you know how.
You want to say something nice.
Brother, you're
yeah, of course,
like, tough love, right? Especially with us, right? So I'm like, this one moment I get to express to my brother how I feel about him. Because I'm not going to, yo, son, man, I got love for you. Like, we don't do that shit, right? Yeah. So I've been thinking about this speech for a while, right? So before I go up, and I go, you know what? I know Esther, Anna's twin sister. She's going to get emotional. She had a great speech, but no one could hear it because she got so emotional, she started breaking down. So, women always, well, I just want to say, I'm so sorry.
Every time I bite the movement.
Yeah. But it was a good speech because I heard it and I was like, because it was about being twins. So I was like, oh man, it was such a unique speech. I never thought about it. It let me realize what being a twin must be like, right? So, but no one can hear it, so boom, right? So I go, right before I go up, the fucking person that works up there is like, oh, you were supposed to have this many people, you had 5 more. Can you settle this in the room?
Whoa.
So I go, but I didn't think she was asking me I thought she was asking me for tip.
Yeah.
Oh. So I was like, are you asking me for tip right now? Like, you're not even done fucking working, right? Yeah. But then she comes up to me again right before, like, when I said, listen, Stop asking me right now. I'm about to go up right now and do this speech. I don't need you to fucking like bother me. But she goes, oh, but the manager of the place. I said, I don't give a fuck about the manager of this place or the sergeant. I don't give a fuck. Don't fuck up my brother's wedding right now. I said, I said, excuse me, and then I go up because it was that like I'm literally going up there with the mic as I'm saying it to her like angry with an angry face. And then as soon as I was done with the 30 minutes, I was on a high.
Yeah.
She came up to me again. So think about like me going from here to here. I bust my bubble. So I went into the fucking office and I said every curse that I fucking knew because I couldn't communicate.
Because you're Korean?
Yeah. I said, it was a Korean way in Flushing. I was like, Ishiba, I said, what the fuck? I said, you guys, you gonna fucking ask me about this at my brother's fucking wedding right now? I don't give a fuck if there's 20 people that's over here. I don't give a fuck. I said, don't ever fucking interrupt my brother's wedding and this shit like, because they fucked up my godbrother's tour too. Yeah. My godbrother's tour.
Yeah. Why? You should have known.
Why we were trying to make sure that we got a hookup because they fucked up my godbrother's tour.
Because they trying to
take
off the doors.
Lobster was supposed to show up. Lobster never showed up. So I said, Lobster never showed up. Lobster was stuck in traffic.
Did he show up to the wedding?
No,
Lobster
and more Kalbi team came out for the wedding, right? So that was good, right?
Okay.
And my godbrother was making, watching everything because he was even telling me because when they were kind of slowing with the Kalbi and stuff like, they're trying to be lazy with the Kalbi, the appetizer part, when people are small talking before the main course,
cocktail hour.
Cocktail. They were trying to be slow, so I ran in there. I said, I'm younger. I'm like, what?
We need more Kalbi out there.
Not for my brother's wedding, man. I don't give a fuck if I'm gonna be rude. I don't give a fuck who whatever, right? So that, but then when they went in there, I cursed them out, right? And I fucking was so mad because it was just so disrespectful.
Yeah.
It was a small room, and the waiters are in there. The whole staff is there. The manager, I don't give a fuck. And I got the table, and I just wanted to scare them, so I lifted it and just dropped it, just because I was just so mad. I'm talking about I was gonna explode, right? So I said, and I just looked at, and I'm talking about some real Cholado shit or something like that. Like, I don't know, I'm not from Cholado, but I just tapped into my inner Cholado spirit. I just looked at, I did one of those things where you're the person, I just look at you and I just look at you like that. I lean over, I just did it again. I was like, 진짜! And I look at that, and you're staring at me.
Say it to the camera.
Yeah, you're getting awkward with me, right? So I just keep on looking at it, and you turn this way, I fucking turn with you like this. You're not getting away from me like that, right? And I look at the fucking manager, they're standing here like this, because they're fucking scared. They look down.
They're holding their coaches.
And then I was this Korean inner fucking Satori anger came out of me. I was like, Shiba! Like, right? I was just so mad, right? And maybe because my father was at the wedding too.
Yeah.
And that inner shit came out.
Oh, your dad was there too?
He was at the wedding too,
oh,
just in his corner or whatever. So I left. And it's like, I didn't know what to say because I didn't feel complete with my anger because I didn't think they got me. I just kept on cursing. But cursing just means you're angry.
Yeah.
I just, how are you going to do this? Not like, really? This is okay? So then I went out and then the word came in. I turn around. Before I even leave the room, my arm's still like right here. I go back in. 누치가 어딨어? I said, 누치 어딨어? 누치. I just said, 누치.
Man, this is a Noonchi episode.
Yeah, and then, and to wrap it up, at the end, I got my point across because at the end, when we were all leaving, they said, don't even worry about the plus 5 people. It's okay. It was our fault. 눈치가 없었어요.
Have some lobster. Have some lobster. Have some lobster.
Well, for all those listening, I hope you learn what Noonchi is. So get some fucking Noonchi.
Get some Noonchi.
You know what I mean?
Up your Noonchi game.
I think it's very important, and it's very socially aware. You have to be very socially aware.
You have to.
And if you're a dude asking me to take off my shirt so you can see my chest, you're not gonna see it. All right. So
yeah.
You don't want to see it.
Go watch the movie, Ktown Cowboys. I know some of you haven't watched it yet. Go watch it. It's on iTunes, Amazon, YouTube,
cable channels, pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. So go check it out. And
subscribe, share, like, comment, email us.
Fighting.
Peace.